What up, what up, what up? Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. Here we are into my first week. Today marks a complete week that I've been a YouTuber. And it's feeling kind of good. I'm learning some things. I'm realizing what I need to add. I thought that, the camera was going to be my biggest thing, but I'm looking now like, I might need to get me a young laptop. And also, I see a lot of people creating and doing more with those iPhones. I've never been an iPhoner except for when it was given to me with a job. And it was very difficult to navigate that thing. So I've kind of stuck with my Androids. But what I'm watching with this YouTube game is the iPhone's got a clear advantage. So that's the whole you dig about that. Neither here nor there. Looked like my glasses was crooked. It always does. I think my head is just crooked. I'm back here today with more bangers. So, appreciate you coming in. Thank you for watching. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment down below. It's going down. Trust me. Be right back with episode 1 of Stud Chronicles. Peace. Alright, as I promised, about to kick off episode 1 of my Stud Chronicles. Today's episode will be called Growing Up as a Stud. So, for you who may be a little jaded or unfamiliar on what a stud actually is, a stud is someone that, a female that presents in a masculine way and prefers to be the dominant one in the relationship. A lot of times you hear that stud role in more African American and minority descriptors for masculine women. When you engage and talk with the white / Caucasian studs, excuse me, sometimes they refer to them as butch. They refer to them as, some of the rougher names, biker dyke, bull dagger. Sometimes we get called that. That's more like an old word. None of it really offends me. But the one thing that I have to make clear sooner than later to these women, because of how we've just jacked everything up, is although I present as a stud, a masculine female, I am not a hardcore stud. I am a soft stud. At the same time that I was coming out, I got pregnant. So as a teenager, I was pregnant at 17, had my son at 18. So while I was trying to define myself, I still had to keep in mind that I was what first? A mother. And my son was very young in my coming out. So I just didn't want to confuse him as a baby. I wanted him to be able to see the mom in his mother, even though I did have my masculine traits. So my first few experiences during school were horrible. I was picked on, called names, told I was pimping like a boy. My voice was too deep. Girls used to, just push on me, just trying to test and see if I would flex that masculinity. But I was also a very quiet and shy and very involved in my schoolwork. So I really tried to pay those bullies no attention. However, it did come to a time where I just had enough. My mom had had enough. I'm crying. I'm going to the principal's office. They was letting me out of class 5 minutes early. And that stuff used to just piss me off because it only made them pick on me more. And the sad part about it, I have to sit here just like, I might have to drop a bomb clip right there, because do you know that more than half of those females that gave me heck in high school came trying to get with me when we graduated out of high school. So anyway, I ended up taking a day to defend myself after being picked on for so long, right? Principals, teachers knew what was going on. But the day that I fought back, people probably knew that, this isn't even a violent person, and now she's fighting. So it kind of sparked a riot. And I didn't tell anybody else to fight. They took it upon themselves, but I was expelled from public schools altogether for mob action and inciting a riot. Imagine that. So it was between Keith Country and Rockford Boylan Catholic School. So my mom chose the Boylan Catholic School because at the time we were going to a Catholic church. My sisters and brothers were going to a Catholic elementary school, and it just seemed like the thing to do. However, within a year of me being at that school, I fell into a deep depression. I started experiencing some suicidal ideations, and things were rough. So I was with a lady. I talked about this in another video. And we were 16, 17. And I found out that she was pregnant by accident. Meaning, it was me. I'm sorry, getting energized before I make these videos. I do have to do my workout today after this too. So, basically, the young lady had a baby in her, and during intercourse, I was able to feel the baby. So, I got very hurt, very pissed off, and my retaliation was having sex with who became later my son's father. I didn't dislike him. I actually fell in love because he was such a kind and gentle man, but he had a dark secret. He had some issues with substance abuse, so that didn't last. So there I was, back in the market, back being who I was, able to be me, but yet still having that slight femininity so that my son could see his mother. So I started on my adult gay journey, and one of the things we used to do a lot was going to Chicago, because a little small hick town I'm in, Rockford, only really had one gay club at the time, and it was predominantly white. They played a lot of that, oh my God, what do you call it? Heavy metal music, and just the music is what got it for me. I went in there a couple of times. I've done all kinds of things. All kinds of things. In the cage, they got that cage where you can dance, you can act the fool. Yeah, but it just wasn't doing it for me and my friends. So we used to take cars that probably shouldn't have been on the road, let alone the highway, adding fluids, whatever we needed to do along the way. Because, baby, we were trying to get to Chicago and get that juke, get that juke, get that juke. Baby, it got so decent. They would see us pull up and pull in. They'd be like, the Rockford Kids is here. The Rockford Kids is here. But one of the things that the studs used to come at me was, you look biracial. No, my bad. You look bisexual. I got the biracial part when I was a kid. Another story. I'm like, bisexual? Like, yeah, you ain't hard enough. They wanted me to look like drawing on the mustache and having the strap on at all times, and just being real masculine and aggressive with my maneuvers. And I couldn't do all that, honey. It wasn't in me. And even when I tried, I found out that I attracted a younger generation of females, and it wasn't what I wanted. It was messy, it was drama, and no ma'am, it wasn't working for me. So, a lot of people here in Rockford used to say, oh, you're trying to turn all the straight women out, et cetera, et cetera. The reason why I started pursuing straight women was because the gay women didn't feel like I was masculine enough. They didn't feel like I was aggressive enough. They kind of were looking for something that I wasn't about. So when you dating a straight female, she basically is taking your lead. She's never been with a woman. Some women wanted the experience of, pleasuring a woman as well. And for many years, and even now, until I really get to know my mate, I'm what you would call a touch-me-not. A touch-me-not would be that stud who just does not get pleasure from you doing things to her that she may do to you. So that, again, growing up as a stud was very difficult. I remember I lost this real beautiful girl that I liked so much. And it used to drive me crazy because she got her nails done. Who? Did what? To me? I'm like, how you want to do that with your nails on? But she was so set on that she eventually left me for a stud who would allow that. So that was something I had to deal with coming up. I thought, do I make the sacrifice? I remember my stepdad even telling me, like, tomboy, that's what he called me, the women ain't gonna stay with you if you ain't letting them do nothing to you. You defeating the purpose. They being with a woman for a reason. And I used to be like, oh man, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Nothing. Nothing at all. It wasn't in me to do nothing. I just had to kind of navigate that differently. And like I said, once I got with a woman and I got some years in, I got more comfortable with it. But I'll be honest with you, I have difficulty. I have difficulty in that area. And I'm just being transparent because that's all I know how to be. So growing up as a stud, it wasn't easy. I remember I could even back it up even further to, like, being a girl. I was my mom's first girl. She had 2 boys. So here she come with this girl. So happy she had her daughter. So what do you think I got a lot of? Dresses, bangs, shiny slippery shoes, blouses. And I was like, Mom, She didn't listen. She kept buying it, kept buying it, kept buying it. So guess what I did? Stopped wearing it. So when she saw those nice, pretty clothes just catching dust in my closet, basically, Mom's decided to go ahead and, I'm not going to say let me be a boy, but she started buying me clothing from the boys section. And oh my God, I couldn't have been happier. My little Izod shirts, my little tree torns, or my little dope man. It was on then. It was on then. Note to self, wait an hour after waking up before you do a video. And don't do a video an hour before you go to sleep, because you can't be yawning. So, for the most part, that's the journey of being a stud and growing up. Episode 2 I'm going to do is going to be being a stud in the public restrooms. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, Let me know if you want me to add to this topic, any questions you may have. Otherwise, I appreciate you rocking with me. Studs Chronicles episode 2 coming next. Peace.